It was early morning on May 17th, 2005, when a frantic 911 call pierced the quiet of Alexandria, Kentucky. A woman's voice, panicked and trembling, claimed someone had broken into her home and shot her husband. Moments later, the call abruptly cut off, followed by a loud crashing noise. When officers arrived, they found a home in disarray. Drawers flung open, cabinets ransacked. Shards of glass littered the floor beneath a broken rear door. In the bedroom, Bob Bosley's lifeless body. At first glance, it appeared to be a robbery gone wrong, but nothing felt right. The children told a different story, and then investigators found something hidden deep in the washing machine. It would shatter the entire case and expose a chilling truth. Robert Bob Bosley was a self-made man. Born August 2nd, 1962, in Alexandria, Kentucky. He grew up in a religious, close-knit family with his siblings. From a young age, Bob was ambitious. He launched a one-man chimney sweep and roofing service, working long hours and slowly building a strong reputation. Over time, his business, Bosley Roofing and Chimney Sweep, flourished. The money came fast. Bob invested in rental properties, eventually owning 20. He lived large. Sports cars, boats, an aeroplane, even an extensive firearm collection. His boat parties on Lake Cumberland became legendary, wild, loud, and indulgent. It was at a local restaurant that Bob met 18-year-old Amy Pave. She came from modest roots, shaped by her father's struggles with alcohol. Still, she graduated with top honors and pursued business studies. While waitressing to fund her education, she met Bob. He was older, wealthy, magnetic. Amy was soon drawn into his flashy world. First as a guest on his party boat, then something more. They dated for 4 years before marrying. Amy, once a small-town girl, now stood beside one of Kentucky's wealthiest businessmen. Together they had 2 children, Morgan in 1996, Trevor in 1999. As Bob expanded his empire, Amy transitioned from party girl to mother. But cracks were forming behind the scenes. Bob resented handling the business's administrative side. He preferred the lake to the office. So Amy, armed with a business background, took over the finances, payroll, taxes, bookkeeping. But what Bob didn't know was that Amy had quietly started siphoning money. Instead of paying the IRS, she rerouted tax funds into a private account. Bob never noticed, because Amy intercepted every IRS letter, every phone call, directing all communication to a private mailbox only she controlled. Years passed. The business thrived on the surface. The Bosleys moved into a rustic cabin while building their dream home nearby. 14 acres, stained glass, gargoyles. To the world, they were the picture of success. Generous, church-going, model parents. But the IRS was closing in. Letters piled up. Penalties mounted. Amy had bought time, but not forever. May 17th, 2005, days before their 15th wedding anniversary. At 5 a.m., Amy placed a frantic call to 911. Then, silence. A crash. Police arrived to a grim scene. Amy, clutching her children. Bob, dead by the bed. Multiple gunshot wounds. Curiously, only 2 shell casings were found. The house looked ransacked, but something felt staged. Glass from the broken door was mostly outside, not in. Medications scattered oddly. Cabinets open, but valuables untouched. Investigators suspected a performance, not a break-in. Amy told police a white male intruder with bad breath, a nasal voice, and the smell of urine had attacked them. She had 2 symmetrical scratches on her chest and a blouse allegedly torn in the struggle. But the injuries looked superficial. The blouse, upon closer inspection, had been carefully cut, then ripped. Police were skeptical. Amy named a disgruntled contractor as a possible suspect, but he was quickly ruled out. Meanwhile, schools closed and panic spread through Alexandria. People couldn't believe Bob, a generous, beloved figure, was murdered in cold blood. Back at the cabin, detectives expanded their search. In the basement washing machine, beneath wet clothing, they found a folded cloth. Inside, 4 shell casings. That brought the total to 6, the exact number of bullets that hit Bob. Investigators wondered, why would a fleeing intruder hide casings in a washer? It didn't make sense. Even more chilling was what Amy's children said. Interviewed separately, both Morgan and Trevor claimed they were awoken first by 6 gunshots, then heard glass shatter. Amy had said the glass broke first, then shots. Her timeline was unraveling. Ballistics confirmed all 6 shots came from the same gun. Then came a quiet tip-off from Amy's sister. While taking custody of Amy's purse and belongings that night, she discovered something hidden behind a wardrobe. A pistol, one of Bob's own guns. It matched the casings from the scene. Investigators now had the weapon and the motive. embezzled nearly $2 million. She intercepted every IRS warning. But a face-to-face meeting with Bob was scheduled for May 17th. Exposure was inevitable. That night, with her children sleeping nearby, Amy loaded one of Bob's guns. Some believe she drugged the kids. She crept into the bedroom and fired. Bob, not dead, rose and tried to stop her. But it was too late. Amy fired again and again. 6 bullets. Bob collapsed beside the bed. Amy then shattered the glass door with a bat, ransacked the house to simulate a burglary, cut her blouse, and called 911. In the following days, Amy denied everything. She cried. She claimed love. But the evidence stacked up. Lab results matched the glass on the bat to the door. The bat belonged to the family. No intruder was seen. No prints. No tracks. IRS agents confirmed they had previously spoken to someone impersonating Bob. A woman's voice, trying to pass as a man. It was Amy, faced with mounting evidence and the trauma her children might endure if forced to testify. Prosecutors offered a plea deal. On November 1st, 2006, Amy stood in court. Bog's family spoke directly to her. His brother, James, called her a liar and warned she'd never escape her memories. His sister, Deborah, asked, "Did he beg you to stop?" No one would ever know. Bob's mother, heartbroken, read a letter aloud. Amy wiped away tears. The judge, bound by the plea, sentenced her to 20 years, with eligibility for parole after 17. Exactly 17 years later, May 17th, 2022, Amy Bosley walked out of prison. Her release barely made the news. Her whereabouts remain unknown. Some believe she's searching for the money. Bob Bosley now rests in St. Stephen's Cemetery, remembered for his ambition and generosity. His life ended not by chance, but by the one person he trusted most. Amy Bosley wasn't broke. Bob wasn't abusive. The IRS might have worked out a plan, but she chose murder. As the old American saying goes, popularized by Benjamin Franklin, nothing is certain but death and taxes. In Amy Bosley's case, both came knocking. Thanks for watching Crime Watch USA. Subscribe for more true crime stories that reveal what really happens behind closed doors.